Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Crispy and today is day 5 of our 15-day 15 item challenge. And when I say 15 items, I mean leaf items. Just want to keep reiterating that point. But last episode we worked on this area by the shops and Billy asked to leave. So I time traveled and his plot is empty. When I said goodbye, why am I looking in there? When I was saying goodbye to Billy, I found another vine island. Words are hard. I found another vine island, so I was just about out of vines and glowing moss and bushes as well. And I managed to find another vine island, so that was exciting. Also, was it here? Yes, I found a summer island, so I was able to get the more hibiscus bushes as well. So most of what I'm using on the island to decorate with is the plumeria bushes because they're not in bloom, and I'm not a real big fan of bushes that are in bloom. Especially when they're not in my color scheme. So I've been using mostly hibiscus and the plumeria bushes. So I was very, very happy to find those. I did actually find a maple leaf island as well. Unfortunately, there was some acorns on the ground, but not pine cones. I wish I had some pine cones, but I do not. So I don't really feel like time traveling back to fall to get pine cones. I'd have to shake a bunch of trees and that takes a whole bunch of time. But we did finish off all of this area. I'm so sorry it's so bright and blinding. I had to set the time to when the shop was open so that I could sell my produce. My pumpkins have now grown and I will probably sell all of them except for the white ones because I'd like to be able to decorate with the white ones. Of course, it's gonna fly right over my crops, so it's gonna take a while to get over there. But yeah, I might actually plant more of these white pumpkins and decorate with them. Like, I don't have any of the spooky recipes, but that would be a leaf item and I can't use that because I didn't choose it. But I can use the plants because they are not a leaf item. So, has it gone over all of the crops yet? It's probably nothing that I actually need, but I do have 15 tickets in my inventory, so we're gonna go look for someone. Ideally, I would love to find Shep. I would love to find Grizzly, Eric, Bones, any of the natural brownish looking winter villagers. Yeah, an elephant slide. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell that. Not worth it. But sometimes it's DIYs that I could use, like, the wallpaper, the snowy, I don't know what all of them are called, but some of the snowy ones that I might actually put in my house, so those are helpful. But these dung beetles rolling the snowballs, those are not helpful. But yeah, I'm just gonna sell these so that I can get some more money for more inclines and bridges, and I will meet you guys on the first island. Alright, here we are on the first island, and it is the Climby Island with pansies. Ew. Oh my gosh, it's Mitzi. Wow, right off the bat we get a cutie. Do I want to just spend one ticket in the interest of time on a cutie? I mean, I do have Sherb, so it would be another, like, whitish, bluish villager. Now, this is hard. Decisions are hard. I really like Mitzi, but of course I would love to have Grizzly or Shep or Eric. I would love to have one of them. I still have 2 plots that I can buy, so I could still get them. So I may just take Mitzi. I mean, we're almost halfway done with this challenge. I mean, okay, it's day 5, but I think day 7.5 is, you know, technically halfway through, and we're almost there. So I don't know, I think it's almost halfway, but it really doesn't matter what the personalities are, because I have my 15 leaf items that I can use. If I start hitting this rock and you come talk to me, it's gonna mess me up. And I don't always get all 8 drops anyway. Please don't. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't get all 8 drops anyway, but that's fine. So yeah, it doesn't really matter the personality. I can't worry about recipes other than cooking recipes. Now, cooking recipes I can get. And I've been trying to like pop into villager houses when I can, but when I was holding on to that dropped item, which I don't even know if I showed in the speed build because I was trying not to make the video too long. But there was a dropped book on the ground, and I was gonna just leave it alone and not touch it, but if I do that, I think it can disappear technically. I don't even remember if that's true, but I think it disappears if you don't touch it, because I've had bags disappear. So I wanted to have it to, like, for a picnic or something, used to decorate. It's not a leaf item, but then I couldn't talk to anybody when I had it because it could have been theirs. And literally all it told me was somebody dropped this. So it could have been anybody's. And I didn't want to take that chance. So I haven't been actually seeing if anybody's cooking, you know, the last couple days since I was holding on to that. But yeah, I'm just blabbing on because I'm trying to decide whether or not I take her or not. She is cute, and it's only 15 tickets, so I'm not guaranteed to find anybody that I actually want. And I still have 2 more plots. So I think I'm going to take Mitzi. I think I'm going to take her in the interest of time, you know, and not worry about looking for somebody that may not even, you know, show up, right? So I'm going to do that. Let's talk to her. I talked myself into it. Alright, Mitzi, come to Boreal. I think she could fit. I think she's pretty, you know, neutral in her color scheme, and we do still have Shep, so at least she will go with Shep, right? I can't be too picky with 15 tickets. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish collecting materials, and I'll see you guys back on the island. Alright, so I just decided to get another plot of land and go ahead and get my 9th villager, because I checked with Isabel after I picked up all my stuff that was laying all over the ground, and once Mitzi moved in and we had 8 villagers again, we're up to 4 stars, which I cannot even believe, because we're not even halfway finished. But also, I looked at Mitzi's house and it's so yellow. It does have some blue, but it's so yellow. So I was not a huge fan. Oh my gosh. It's Flurry, the Queen of Winter. Should I just get Flurry because she's super cute? And then I could have an easy another villager. I really wanted some more like brown villagers, but I mean Flurry, you know? I know what they say about her. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think she's inappropriate. I think she's cute. So I'm gonna take Flurry. I think she's cute. And then I guess I'll time travel again and get my last plot. I mean, if these hunts are just gonna be 1 ticket, why not, right? Although, if Mitzi asks to leave, I might let her go because her house is so yellow. It's so yellow. But I shouldn't spend too much time, like, being picky about villagers and their home exteriors. I should just finish the island, right? That's what I should do. Anyways, we took Flurry, so now she is our 9th villager. I'm gonna time travel so that I can get another plot. Alright, I put the last plot down, so let's see who is on the first island. Okay, I know that he is a Yeti and he would technically go on a winter island, but I just can't. I can't make myself do it. I'm not a huge gorilla fan, and Hans is definitely not one that I would. I think Boone is the only gorilla that I actually like, so I'm so sorry. I know he fits, I know he would work, but I have been taking villagers on the first ticket, and I just kind of hope that I could find Grizzly or Shep or Bones or Eric. I really would love to find somebody that I really love, and I don't really love Hans, so please forgive me if you're a Hans fan. I am just not. So I'm gonna keep going, and I will see you guys on the first island. Not on the first island, on the next island. Sorry. Alright, this is ticket number 2. Okay, no, I'm not taking Shari. No pea hands, no. I know that she's basically neutral in color, but I cannot. No. Hopefully I don't regret not taking Hans. I actually never thought that I would ever hear myself say that. Anyways, alright. I'm going to collect my item and wasps so that I can sell them. And I'm just going to go to the next island. I'm sick of, you know, pillaging all of the islands. And I have a lot of wood in storage because I've been chopping away. So I think I'm just going to do that. And I will see you guys on the next island. Alright, ticket number 3 is a bull. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I'm not taking Vic, so I'm just gonna grab my item and wasp, and I will see you guys on the next island. Alright, this is ticket number 4, I believe. Oh, yay, Money Rock. That's awesome. Another cow. I mean, I know technically Vic is a bull, but why? I guess I got too lucky with having, you know, somebody cute on the first island and first ticket, and now the game is saying, okay, your luck is over, ma'am. You are done. Alright, well, I am going to spend a few minutes and get the money because I do need to pay for bridges and inclines, so I'm going to do this, and then I will see you guys on the next island. Alright, ticket number 5. Is that barreled or olive? Oh my gosh, it's olive. I should take her, right? She's neutral. I'm just getting all the normal cuties. But, like, I have 10 tickets left, but Olive is really, really cute, and I am not worrying about personalities anyway, so I think I'm gonna take, actually, you know what, I should look at her house, because I did not look at Mitzi's house, and I regretted it. So I'm gonna look at her house real quick, and then I'll decide, but if the house is okay, then I'll probably just take her. Oh man, there goes my net. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, yes, I looked and her house is fine. It's just a cream colored neutral house with a brown door and a black roof, and you won't even be able to see the black roof because it'll be covered in snow. So she is so cute. I don't usually have her, and so I can maybe put her and Maple close to each other or something. I don't know. None of their houses match, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. But yeah, we got Olive, so that's great. And if, like I said, I can get Mitzi to leave, then I might let her go just because her house is so yellow, and yellow doesn't look the best in the snow. I need to make another net. Alright, I'll see you guys back on the island. Alright, we are back on the island and we have a campsite visitor. I have been time traveling so that I can move houses around, and yeah, Isabel said we had a campsite visitor, so I was gonna go in and check and see if it's anybody that we want. So let's go check. Oh, it's Rolf. I mean, I've never had him for very long before, but he's not bad. And he's another, like, Siberian tiger, right? Like Bianca. I mean, technically she's a leopard and he's a tiger, but they could make a cute couple. I wonder if he would replace Mitzi for me. I really, really like Mitzi, but I don't like how yellow her house is. So I might play a few games with him and see if he can kick out Mitzi. So I'm going to do this for a little bit and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, so I chose the right one by chance. So he's going to go talk to resident services. If it's not Mitzi, I'm just going to exit out of the game and come back. Please pick Mitzi. Please. No! Oh my goodness. I have been at this for way too long and I was about to give up, and he picked everyone on this island except Mitzi and Sherb. Okay, go for it. I have to make sure that I pick the right one because I've accidentally picked the wrong one before. Oh my goodness. I hope you're worth it, Rolf. Oh my goodness. If it wasn't for her bright yellow house, then I wouldn't have bothered. I'm so picky for I should be decorating. Okay, so that's done. Now maybe I can actually get to decorating. Alright, so that took so long trying to get Rolf, I almost gave up. Oh my goodness. But now I am just working on Renee and Olive's yard. So I decided to put them together because Olive has a black roof and a brown door and a cream colored exterior, and it's very similar to Renee's. At first I had Bianca up here, but I thought that these two exteriors matched better. So these builds do have a whole lot of filler area, so I am so sorry that it is so much flower and bush and tree placing, but that is mostly what I have to use to decorate. And I did take out most of the path laying because it's just mostly the in-game circles with the 4 pieces of path over it like I've been using on the rest of the island. So I did try to cut most of that out because it's just it's a lot of repetition, and the flower placing is also a lot of repetition. But the hardest part of this challenge so far has been just having enough trees, enough flowers, enough of the bushes. Oh my goodness, I'm probably going to have to time travel back to a different month, a month that isn't in season. I could use holly bushes because Leaf has had a lot of holly bushes, but I'm just not a big fan, I'm so sorry, of the holly bushes. So I have been using the hibiscus, I've been using the plumeria, I know I've said that, but also if there has been like the blue or pink hydrangea, I've also used some of that. And so I just, most of the time Leaf has the camellia bushes and the holly bushes, and that's it. So I haven't been able to buy a lot of bushes. I've been going to Harv's, and it just takes up so much time to go to a cabin island, to go to Harv's, to check the shops every day. And so the last time that I had this much trouble and challenge on an island was when I did my 30-day 30K island. It was a fall island. It was a natural fall island, and I really did love how that island came out, but it was hard. It was a big struggle because I did not have storage for anything, and I have run out of storage on this island a few times already. I'm trying not to upgrade my house too much because there's no way that I'm gonna be able to decorate it. I could say that my house doesn't count like I did on my no items jungle island. I just did my interiors on that island like normal, and I didn't do no leaf items in the interiors because, you know, you can't really do that with villager houses. You can't put a lot of natural items inside. So that is why I just decided on the jungle island to not worry about counting the exteriors. And in the hard mode 2.0 rules, exteriors didn't count. But on this island, I don't know, I feel like if I don't stick to the 15 leaf items inside, that maybe it's not staying true to the challenge. So I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if there is a difference, but it's just something in my brain that I cannot get out. So I will probably just have a very natural looking interior with like a snowy floor, the ski slope wall. So I'm really glad that I have those two recipes. And then I'll probably put some storefronts and wheat fields and maybe some sleds in there, and that will be my interior. And then I'm just gonna block off my bedroom because I will have to have a bed to be able to set the DA. So I'm just hanging up all of my clothes on the wall because I'm out of storage, and then I'm just keeping my bed in there so that I can set the DA, and I'm just literally using Luna's bed. But now is the hard part of filling in the area. I've done the two paths to the two houses, and now I'm just filling in the space. I wasn't sure exactly what to put other than bushes and flowers and trees, but I decided to give them a little pumpkin farm. I have some white pumpkins now, and so I've been putting them around the island where I can, just as another natural filler. And I think it matches everything pretty good. I also have two of the dropped items. You can see one in my inventory every now and then. I was holding on to it because I had found it dropped on the ground and I wasn't able to drop it yet at this point. I think it was Igley's, and I feel bad, but also like I really wanted the dropped item to be able to use it on a log stool or on a picnic area somewhere. I have two of the dropped books now, so I will be able to use those. I wanted to give them both a little chair and seating area, but I also wanted you to be able to get to that cliff in between their house. And I thought about putting a incline going up to the cliff back there, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna put up there yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put a house. I haven't completely planned out where I'm putting every single house yet. I need to do that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put up there yet. So right now it's just a vine, but I want it there to be the plank path because it's either going to be an overlook up there or it's going to be a house. And so I may have to move some of this in between their houses if I do end up putting an incline there. But for now, I just left it accessible. And so I did end up moving their seating areas down a little bit, just because if you look on the map and you see all of these circles, it was kind of a V shape, and I kind of wanted it to be more circular because I just thought that it looked better on the map, and it made more sense to have the path going to both houses, not just from the incline, but also from each house, if that makes sense. So that is why I ended up putting more of the circles down. Here in a minute, you will see that. But I also have run out of roses now. I didn't buy too many at the time. I should have bought more. It was just storage space. So on to my 30-day 30K island, I wasn't able to pay off a single loan because I could only spend 30K the entire 30 days. And so this time I'm able to pay off my loan if, I make enough money to, but I still don't have a lot of storage space because if I upgraded my house to be the largest one, then I would have so many empty rooms. And I mean, I could block some off, but you can't block off the upstairs or the downstairs. And I know I could just leave them empty, but I didn't want a big empty house. So that's why I'm just trying to keep it small and just trying to do this as quickly as possible, but yet everything takes up so much time to grow all the flowers. I need the space to grow the flowers, so much time to grow all of the trees. Usually I just, use my spicy switch or treasure islands to get whatever trees I want. And so I haven't had a tree farm in a while, since probably the 30-day 30K island. And so, yeah, it's just definitely been a challenge. I will say that. The flowers and my crops to make money, and also, the pumpkins so that I could decorate with them, have just taken up so much space. All of my trees, flowers, and crops. And so trying to move them around so that I can decorate, it's just, it's a lot. It's definitely a challenge. But I am liking the way this island is coming out. It's just that I had originally thought that I was gonna try to go more minimal, and of course it's me. I just haven't been able to do that. I just keep filling almost every space, and I have used the clear tiles in some areas, but I know it's probably hard to see that when it looks so full right now. So that's definitely been a struggle. But I did decide to make a list of villagers that I would have chosen had I been able to hunt indefinitely, until I found them. And so my dreamies on this island would, of course, include Maple, because Maple's my favorite. I would definitely have kept Maple in the lineup, but also Eric. And I've said I've looked for him on every hunt, and I really wish that I had found him. If I had kept going and not taken some of the villagers on the first ticket, maybe I would have found him, but there's just no guarantee. And with only being able to use 15 tickets, I just didn't necessarily want to take the chance of just having to autofill, or getting someone that I really, really hated. So Eric would definitely be in my lineup. And then Bones, I've said before that I was looking for Bones on this island, and I do love Bones, and so I would definitely get him. And then for a smug, I would probably choose Shep or Marshall. I think Marshall would go really well on a winter island, and if I had found Marshall, I definitely would have taken him. And then Grizzly, of course, which I've said, you know, that I was looking for as well. I think Grizzly would make such a amazing winter villager. He's one of my favorite crankies. I love Grizzly. He's very forest core, and so I would love to have Grizzly. And then also I thought of maybe Winnie, because Winnie, I think, is a very neutral looking villager, and she's kind of a tannish brown. And so for Peppy, I think I'd probably choose Winnie. And then Mac for a jock. Even though I have Iggly, and I do love Iggly, if I was going to stay in the brown and tan color scheme, I would probably choose Mac. And then B, because B is adorable and a dark brown, kind of like Grizzly. So I would choose B. And then for the Snooty, I'd probably choose Pearl. Pearl is my absolute favorite Snooty. I love Pearl. She's kind of a brown, and she's a marble cat. So she's a mixture of all the colors on this island. And then I would probably choose Renee for a sisterly if I had to choose a sisterly, because I love Renee. She's one of my favorite sisterlies. I love her, and I love Pashmina both, and she is a dark brown like B and like Grizzly and Eric, so I would choose Renee. So I'm so glad that I got Renee as a starter. I don't often run into Renee, and she is one of my favorites. I don't like a lot of the sisterlies. I just think that a lot of the other personalities have way cuter villagers. So, yeah, there's not too many that I would take. Normally, in a pumpkin farm, I would use like stacked bags and the hand cart and potted starter plants and things like that, but I could not use those leaf items in the build, so I just used the bucket and a wooden shovel because tools are not leaf items. So that is basically all that I could use other than fencing and some crops. And I just tried to give it some variation. Instead of just planting pumpkins, I dropped some saplings down on the ground to make it look like there was some pumpkin starters. I really think that a sapling dropped on the ground is just really cute. It's almost like a little potted plant. And so I thought it was cute. I don't know if other people think so, but and then here in the front of Renee's house, I wanted there to be a little stump and like a fallen tree, fallen logs. I want to put the wild log benches down all over to look like fallen logs. And then I just finished filling in the area. I didn't even show every single time I placed a flower and a bush because it was a lot of repetition, but I tried to show as much of this as I could without, you know, keeping you guys here all day, which I don't want to do. But I also brought in my plank path that I had downloaded just so that you would know that you could walk to the farm. I mean, you can see it from pretty much anywhere on this cliff, but it's just a good filler code to use on the ground. And I did leave the fence open so that you could get into the pumpkin farm. And I did time travel before finishing up this build so that all of the pumpkins were grown in. And I had to grow more flowers and more trees to fill all of the cliffs. And the only one that I didn't get to is the one behind their house, like I said, because I'm not exactly sure what's going to go up there yet. It may just be a lookout point with some trees and flowers and bushes, or it may have to have a villager house. So I am going to have to plan out where all the rest of my houses are going to go so that I know whether I need a house up there. And right now it just overlooks my tree farm, so I'm gonna have to figure out what's gonna go where my tree farm is so that I know what the lookout would even be. So it's hard to plan an entire island and try to grow every single thing and check the shops every day, check the Nook stop every day. I still have not found the country fence. This island is trolling me, I swear. Because it's just eluding me. And my glasses. I've yet to find my glasses yet. So I don't know. I may get to the end of this challenge and not find either one. So if I do, then that is fine. But I'm almost finished filling in the area. I just wanted to finish off this right hand side, and like I said, I did finish filling up the tops of the cliffs just off camera because it was more just filler and I didn't want this video to get too long. But I did want to finish off this area right here, this cliff and the surrounding cliffs, just so that it was finished. And so I'm glad that I was able to do that. Flurry was definitely interested in all of those plants over there. But then I decided to bring in some sleds for each of them because that is one of my leaf items I can use. So, but this is pretty much the end of the build here, and I will show you guys the final product in just a moment. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you don't mind seeing a whole bunch of all over the place. I can only hold so many items, and with having so many trees and flowers in my inventory, I'm not able to place too much before I have to go fill up my pockets again. So that has definitely been a challenge. I am walking all over this island in circles non-stop to go get my trees and go get more bushes and go get more flowers. And I even tried putting a pipe down, but I haven't got every single thing in the same area because of space, and so that has definitely been a struggle. But hopefully I'll have enough flowers and bushes and everything to last until the end of this island, but we will see. I am just doing so much time traveling, visiting Harves and Leaf, and visiting Nooks so that I can keep buying more flowers. And I have been able to find a lot of bushes on the Cap'n Islands. It takes up time to do all of those things every single in-game day, so that has been a struggle, and I've almost run out of glowing moss so many times. But yeah, we're pretty much finished with this area right here, and I will show you the final build in just a moment with my little helper. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And we are finally done, and I have my helper here.
Hello.
I had to time travel back to morning because the sun is so blinding in the snow. But
Yeah.
I finished filling in all of this area with flowers, and so this is what we did today. We worked on Olive and Renee's yard.
That's cute.
It's a lot of filler. It's a lot of flowers and a lot of bushes and trees, but I tried to do the best that I could. And then I have this little pumpkin patch over here, and I dropped saplings to kind of look like little pumpkin starts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of cute. And so yeah, this just took forever, and I filled in all of the cliffs if I can get back here, you can see all of these cliffs. It took me quite a while and so many flowers, and now I'm out of roses. All I have left to do is this area up here, but I can't decide exactly what I want to do up here. I don't know if I want to put a house or just like a lookout area, and I have my tree farm over there, so there's nothing to look out for right now. But we're gonna stop here for today so this video doesn't get too long. But yeah.
Shall we say bye?
Yes.
Okay. Bye. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Bye everyone.
Bye.